Peaceful protest and calls for systemic change in Richmond. Advocates saying enough is enough.
Meanwhile, violence on city streets overnight, gunshots, vandalism, and arsons from several different groups. We hear from business owners and residents cleaning up after getting caught in the crosshairs.
At this point, these bad actors are hijacking the cause.
After 2 nights of destruction in Richmond, the National Guard on standby and the governor has once again declared a state of emergency. George Floyd was killed after a Minneapolis police officer kneeled on his neck for several minutes. I'm Jake Burns.
And I'm Tracy Sears. Now, multiple city leaders say some people are co-opting calls for justice. We have complete coverage tonight with our crews spread all across the River City. Let's go straight to Melissa Hippolyte, who has all the details on the curfew in Richmond starting in less than 2 hours and how leaders are preparing.
Hey Jake and Tracy, we're here along Monument Avenue right in front of the Robert E. Lee statue, where you can see there are some folks protesting around the statue, holding signs. They're encouraging people to honk if they support their views. This is just fine for now, but in about an hour and a half, it's not going to be okay. A curfew in the city limits takes effect at 8 p.m. It lasts until 6 a.m. The governor approved this curfew and also extended it through Wednesday. What that means is for the next 3 nights, Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m., there will be a curfew in place in the city of Richmond. That means folks are not allowed to occupy public spaces except for a few exceptions. They include if you're going to and from work, to and from places of worship, if you are seeking emergency services. If you want to take a full look at that order, we have it on our website. If you violate the order, you will be charged with a Class 1 misdemeanor. Now, Mayor LeVar Stoney requested the Virginia National Guard's assistance if necessary, and the governor authorized the Guard to mobilize resources. Now, at a press conference this morning, both the mayor and the police chief said that the folks over the past couple of days who've been creating havoc, who've been damaging businesses, they came from out of town.
People coming into our city and vandalizing some legacy black businesses, businesses in general, public transportation that people here in the city rely on, under the guise of police accountability. That's not progress for Black America. That's not progress for this city.
We have people from across the country who have traveled many states to be here. We know that this is an organized effort. We're committed to try and identify those that are behind it, and we're doing our very level best to arrest those that are perpetrating the violence on our community, our city, and our citizens.
Now, the police chief said that 4 police officers were injured last night. Several firefighters were injured, and one person who was inside of their car and driving by one of the protests was also injured. Several businesses spent the day boarding up their windows, and the Richmond Police Department headquarters, folks there already did so. We are going to be out here tonight monitoring the situation, and we'll keep you posted on social media as well as at our 11 p.m. newscast.